Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to another episode of my Knights playthrough here, where we're currently way over 100% overextension, but not for long. And we're way ahead in terms of the fact that I have no admin points to spend. However, we've been quite inefficient, actually, in that regard. However, we are the second most great of greatest powers, somehow. I don't really feel like it, quite frankly. Because of our debt situation and the fact that I'm losing 1,000,000 ducats a month. Now, I'm beginning to stress about the fact that I don't seem to be able to promote my ruler or dynasty over Poland, and I know that a reputation affects that. So I'm going to be hiring this reputation advisor, I think. If we look at the economic situation, a lot of this is from corruption, which is from overextension. Looks like we got fort, maintenance, and interest. If I can get rid of my interest, we're not doing too badly in terms of economics. Let's get rid of this castle in Macedonia. Okay, so I'm wondering about... I just want to say really quickly, guys, that it's been a long break for me in between recording sessions here, so forgive me if this is a little bit sort of not in junction with the other episodes. If I'm sort of in a different mind space, that is why. But I noticed that Sardinia is free, and that's really got me interested because, of course, that is in the Genoan trading region. Getting even though the development is not that high, getting these two provinces would give us a little bit more influence in Genoa, and that's worth a lot of money for us. I definitely think downsizing my army a little bit now that we fought some of these harder wars against the Ottomans and the Mems. That might be something wise to do. And otherwise, because we are being efficient, like I said, on our spending admin here, in 2 years' time, our truce comes up with Milan. So I think that might be a good time to take some valuable land here. That only the single province here is actually inside the Genoan trading region, but it is stated up. That one province has really got me interested. He's still our rival. Yeah, but I also want to talk about this, guys. I was not going to say anything for the purposes of jinx, but I think I will. There is a 70-year-old ruler in France with no heir. If they die, succession war between Spain and Jerusalem. How about that? Now, I've been really thinking about this, guys, and the thing is, I can't fight Spain over it. I just can't. Even if somebody helped me out, I just couldn't defeat them, these two. But I was thinking about it more, and we are Tristamar Dynasty. So, if Spain did inherit France, that means theoretically we could PU Spain down the line and inherit both of them. But enough about that, because like I said, I kind of worried about jinxing it. Either way, that is a good thing if that was to happen, in my opinion. Now, this trade efficiency here, let's try to fix this. If I give like that 5, then that should help out the economy there. All right. Our reputation is really bad. I definitely should be trying to acquire reputation from the papal influence, which I imagine we don't have. And then if I can afford it, I'm going to go for that advisor to try to get our dynasty over the Commonwealth, as this government type, we could certainly see it changing here very soon. In fact, you know, we might not be able to PU the Commonwealth, quite frankly. These damn Habsburgs were just so influential. Now, I am Habsburg, but that's just my queen. It's just my queen. But yeah, let's get this moving. I'm going to begin trying to fabricate on Sardinia. That is one little productive thing we can do. And otherwise, this episode, we're actually mostly going to be at peace, I think. So I think it's somewhat inevitable that I will be probably like gaining some corruption here to pay off my debt. And I have to admit, guys, because of the fact that I have not been playing, I really actually don't have a clue as to when I can be raiding. So I'm going to go around and check that because we're so poor. And that's going to be really important to be economic. So I'm going to go check around the raiding when it is exactly that I can raid, as I feel like that is more productive than exploring right now. But obviously we do have war exhaustion. And I don't have admin points to spend, so let's go ahead and can I automatically transport you, please? Thanks. There we go. Alright. I'm wondering about, is there a little island or something left? Doesn't look like it. We got a lot of Catholicism. I see a lot of Catholicism. There's very little to raid around here. A lot of people have been suggesting that I flip Orthodox for the purposes of raiding Catholics. And I actually, when I played the Knights in the past, I did the same thing. But the reality is I'm already doing things that are less than optimal this playthrough for the purposes of the theme, if you will. And it could cost me. It could cost me the playthrough. It's definitely a possibility. But I'm going to do my best regardless. A lot of people have expressed about how they don't care if I fail or anything like that, so I guess I'm taking your guys' word for that. Maybe it's not the case. Alright, so I can raid around Madagascar, it seems. Definitely a good call in that case to come out here. Let's check up here. Because we need this money badly. Okay, I'm going to try to get rid of some of this interest here that we're paying. Going up to 3 corruption, which is really painful. And now I want to basically root out a certain amount like this so that it's just declining slowly. But that got rid of some of the interest, about 3 ducats. Lovely. The raiding is really nice. If I could just raid other areas as well, that'd be really good. If the time is up, I suppose, if it is an appropriate time to raid, that'd be really good. We have a lot of unrest. So I'm mostly just managing. I left myself in a bit of a precarious spot, and I'm mostly just trying to manage myself. This episode, guys, a little bit boring in a way, but I'm sure you guys don't mind. Military points. Alright, so we can raid up here as well. Okay, it was just that one province. I see how it is. Alrighty. Is it enough to pay off one of our loans, though? Perhaps not. So let's sit here at the end of the month. And then let's go check out another area around India. I've got a feeling that we can't be raiding everything, but maybe we can. I don't know. So I'm not sure where both of our colonies are. I see the one there. Cool. Australia. The downside of colonizing down here is that it basically does nothing for us in the meantime, unlike the other colonies. There's no immediate reward. But yeah, getting that colony up and running is definitely something worth doing, in my opinion. I'm just going to consolidate some of this stuff here for financial reasons. I'm trying to keep an eye on my fleet. Okay, so these guys are Serbians, which means they should walk back over to Kosovo, I think. And into the mountains. Yeah, we've recently raided this stuff. Okay. Let's go check out everything, though. And coring up Cairo. I'm surprised that we only have 16% influence in Alexandria. Like, damn, what's going on there? And we're still losing a ton of money. I'd really like to get rid of that interest. I don't think we have any edicts which are increasing our state maintenance. Yeah. So we might be doing some turning our army maintenance down here shortly. Guys, I took a look at this game, and you know, it's almost the year 1600, and whew, it's going to be a really long road in terms of world conquest. So, you know, for those of you who care, I guess let me just apologize. Because I might begin to play pretty slowly here. All right, looks like we can do some raiding indeed. I'm not sure exactly where we can reach. Yeah, I mean it's my plan, my intention to play pretty slowly here, to try to kind of minimize mistakes and improve efficiency here. We've come a long way from being a week 1 province minus status, and sometimes I feel like I can get into a bit of a rut, let's put it that way, but you have the mentality like, all I can do is fight opportunistic wars, that kind of mentality, and sometimes if you're not careful, that lasts longer than it should, you know what I'm saying? You're still thinking about just kind of existing. But if you're trying to conquer the world, man, Existing is not good enough. Gotta make them plays. See, my concern here is that if we pay off this debt, I'm going to try to do that without taking another loan. It's not the end of the world if we do. Uh-oh, rivers crossing the border, my maintenance is low. Where exactly? There. Alright. Thanks to this colony, we can raid all around Philippines. Nice, that will reduce my colonial maintenance. Yeah, sweet. So that's where a lot of our money is going. Because I remember now that did this revolt already? No, it didn't. Okay, so we're definitely going to be dealing with some rebels here, but there's a fort there. I will try to chill with my maintenance down if possible. Yeah, I was throwing down colonies kind of ahead of what I could afford, perhaps. And the reason was because I wanted the immediate reward of being able to raid. Now, we can't raid this area, but we can very soon. So this is a good area for me to be in, to continue raiding up what we can reach, and then moving on. Man, raiding feels good, man. Even at such a late stage, raiding feel real good. Now, I just want a trend of rooting out this corruption, but at the same time, I'm not too worried about it, all in all. And kind of hoping that Sardinia does not pull any more alliances than he already has. That would be good. Yeah, so it's definitely an issue that I have, guys, where I try to think about entertainment value and stuff like that for like each episode, and that's something that I have to kind of get over. Like, I imagine you guys just like it being here for the long haul, and just know that I really appreciate you guys. But I'm not really gonna like apologize any longer for you know, if not much is happening in an episode, you know, that kind of thing, because it is what it is. I've got to go deal with this, which seems like a constant nuisance. And otherwise, I think it said May. It's around May. Let's quickly check. Yep, around March, April, May, I guess. Next year that we can raid up that area. And then I will go and raid some more. Alright, so with our army maintenance down, and hopefully with that fort finished, haha, we're actually making some money. That's good. So hopefully raiding can pay off our loans. Economically, we're doing quite well. Oh, I forgot to check up here, however. Let's go check when it is exactly that I can do that. We can raid now, and then I can come back and raid around the Philippines. That would be really nice. Dude, I'm still so tilted, I suppose, frustrated about the colonies going down from Ming. Because that would have been so beneficial. I would have been able to reach all the way up here into Korea, etc. But whereas this is too far away. This is all too far away. Alright. So this stuff has been raided very recently. Yeah, so I think a colony around here would be wise for that purpose. That looks like one of the wisest locations to throw down a colony. So I might do it next. Unfortunately, the development up here in northern Japan is really bad. So despite the number of provinces that allowed me to raid, it probably was not the most sensible. Okay. I might chill with the conversions just a touch to get rid of these zealots here if possible. Nice. This guy's looking really vulnerable, which is good. That's what I'd be interested in, is just a real quick, nice, easy, smooth war and victory over him. Now I guess I should have already done this, but I seem to remember that I've already raided this stuff. Yes, I have. Just get an idea. There's far less raiding potential than we've had in the past around Europe, but still something that I have to keep in mind. Exhaustion is about to go away. So I would definitely like an admin advisor. I think probably an unrest advisor would be the most important, which I don't seem to have available. A lot of this unrest is barely unhappy. Byzantium rebels. With my coring and war exhaustion going away, a lot of it will go away, but it would be very much alleviated by an unrest advisor. Okay, in a few months we can do that. I'm trying to get these Orthodox rebels to go away, which they're not doing, before I begin converting the other Orthodox province. Truce comes out with Milan. Now his alliance is no joke, but that should, I mean, you know, combined their forces will be something. But we should be able to smash them, I would suggest, and that's definitely something that I'm going to consider doing here next. Okay. Orthodox rebels have progressed to 0, or digressed to 0, which is good. And it's around now that I can go raiding around this area. Again, I think I will probably consolidate those troops until we next need to go to war against another large nation. We should kind of be safe. So these, I mean, we have enough to do the job, that's what I'm trying to say. Guess this is my whole force here. Let's try to sort out the composition a bit. That was a shift consolidate, by the way, just for those of you wondering. Alright. So I guess, yeah, we'll have yeah, that's fine. In terms of cavalry and cannons, we'll just divide it down the middle. I guess we just got 2 nice stacks for now. Now I'm wondering about whether our stacks are too large in terms of attrition. Nice. Give me that money, baby. Nice. Manpower seems to be doing better. A lot of people, you know, which is perfectly okay and appropriate, I don't care, but a lot of people criticizing my decisions, like taking quantity, for example, um, in the comments. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but some of these wars that we have won, I don't think that we would have won them or been able to go so aggressive. You know, I know our economy was in a really bad spot, and it's kind of been tough to get out of that. But a lot of people have been saying take defensive, for example, or quality, but defensive just because it's more economic. And despite the fact that we do have debt, we've used that debt fairly well to manhandle people. I mean, you guys have to admit that in the last sort of few years, or few decades rather, we've really rushed up our presence from sort of nothing to something fairly significant. And I feel, honestly, that a lot of that has to do with our force limit. That's me personally. I guess, let's just get rid of this fort. Hopefully I don't regret that. And we're making profit currently. I'm going to pay off one of those loans. Yeah, so we're doing well with our maintenance down. And I think that's it for exploring right now, or raiding rather. So let's go explore. A lot of people talking about trying to get the first circumnavigation. I wonder if could we pull it off right now? I mean, that's pretty good. We'd be going all... they might die. They might die, but I'm going to try to do it. Because it's probably going to be done soon. These guys might die, but I'm going to try circumnavigate. And I think it does prestige. I don't actually recall. It might just do prestige, which is a bit of a waste, if you will. But I feel like risking it. Well, I actually quite value these ships. I think it's too late, is it? I think it's too late. Maybe I can tell them to... I think I just cancelled. Okay. Good. I actually value those ships. I changed my mind. A lot of it to do with their positioning. I don't want to rebuild them, actually. So forget about it. Forget about it. Okay. Otherwise, how about we use our Conquistador? I would have to turn my maintenance up to do that, but I'm going to go to war here shortly. So screw it. I'm going to try to go and drop off these units in the New World and to start to gain some of those rewards. Some of the rewards include gaining like 50 admin points periodically, and that's something that I would really value because we need those admin points here. Now my intention is to not really complete admin ideas. I'll definitely, if I have nothing better to spend my points on, then definitely consider doing that. But obviously I'd like to be spending the admin points from now on kind of coring up provinces. We now have the 25% reduction, which is really nice and good and whatever and blah blah blah. But we have to kill fools. We have to kill fools with this admin. Yeah, another Habsburg heir. Oh boy, it's really tough to deal with that. It might just be Habsburg on Commonwealth. Due to our relation with Austria, though, in theory, That's weird. I don't get... Well, it's because he's got a personal union over Naples. That should be disappearing soon, I suggest. I was trying to say, just like we have a Queen Regent of Habsburg right now, it would be better for the Commonwealth to be Habsburg as opposed to something else, in terms of our chances of actually managing to get a PU over him. But obviously, it would be unlikely, and a lot of luck would be involved, needless to say. But some people do call me the PU Master, the PU Pro. Not me, because I'm a really humble monk. But some people say that I'm the best by far that's ever existed. I would never say such a thing. So what's the deal? Just a standard YOLO? Just a standard YOLO? Please call in Sweden. Oh, really? Okay, phew, I misread that. I thought Russia was allied to the Papier lads, and I was like, oh no. Yeah, thankfully, unlike the past, where it was all of Scandinavia united, Russia's looking like a little bit of a joke now. In fact, maybe if we're lucky, the Commonwealth alone can handle them. Wow, Sweden barely even desires their land, so I guess Sweden's not going to help. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, Commonwealth, I've done so... Oh, he's got a fire shock general. That's good to see. I've done so much to help you out, man. I really hope that you kind of got this one on lock, because I can't even afford to waste my time helping you any longer, dude, quite frankly, so... Hope you got it on lock. I'm going to be participating in these other wars. Oh, the 6-shock general ourself. Dream is real. Here we go. Quest for the 7 cities, or hunt for the 7 cities. Give me those rewards, baby. Just checking out my economy. If you just get rid of that interest, we'd be almost in the positive. Which would be really good. Nice. Sardinia's little ally is not backing him up. I wonder if that will continue to be the case, because then he would be extremely easy if that was the case. Alright, we should be able to take that out very quickly there. And I'm going to head over to try and fight Sardinia at the same time. Now, obviously, if France goes to war, he'll not be PU'd. But of course, by some miracle, France is remaining with a extremely old ruler, and he doesn't pass away, which is quite disturbing. Really holding my breath for that one, and I feel like at this rate, it's not going to amount to anything, actually. But I hope I am mistaken. Nice. I'm looking forward to this one. We'll take whatever cash he has, but again, yeah. This is going to give us a little bit more influence in Genoa, and Genoa, of course, is extremely nice right now. Nice. Even, 2% is going to equate to a nice little economy boon. Alright, the Commonwealth managed to swindle 2 forts, perhaps because they were not being garrisoned or something. So that's a good start, and in fact that's the war goal as well. Very nice, but at the same time Russia is swarming into the Commonwealth's land. Pretty intense stuff, and that's really scary. Would you please leave me alone? We might find that he just bum rushes the player, which the AI has a tendency to do all of the bloody time. But I'm trying to get... Oh my goodness, they got here so quickly, dude. Damn. Stressing me out. The same tech level. I was trying to say I'm trying to drop this capital, but we're continuing our theme of being like quite literally the worst freaking sieges ever. I don't think I've ever had such poor sieging luck as I have had this playthrough, guys. Because that's a pretty smart place for him to engage. But thankfully he doesn't have the courage, because even though he would win that, that would be my prediction, it would be painful. So I'm glad that he's not doing that. Oh my goodness. Warsaw with no fort on it, potentially falling here any moment. Like, look at this. Whatever. Just don't even think about it. It is so unbelievable. We're the worst sieges. Really worried about that. Commonwealth. Look there, I helped you, okay? By sieging down Serbia for you, so get rid of his units before he sieges your fort. Good job. Okay. It's quite a large war going on here. In fact, this looks like a very easy war for us to fight currently. Also, it looks like we could separate peace Russia quite, if his enthusiasm is not there, without too much consequences. We have so many favors to utilize. Alright, I guess here let's equip our good general. Just bite the bullet here. Walk across this strait. And this war is over. I'm going to go try and deal with those rebels next. They have 45, which is not worth very much at all, I'm sorry to say. But we now have all of this region. What is it called here? The area. Western Mediterranean Islands. Which is actually a decent state in the beginning of the game because of this copper. Copper is like the absolute bomb in the beginning of the game. And he's even built a manufactory there. Wow. Obviously Spain built that and Sardinia inherited it. Yeah, so... But the problem with copper is it rapidly declines to become... I mean, it's still... It never becomes completely useless, but it's not the best. It reduces down to 3 ducats instead of 4.5. But yeah, if we for the last 140 years were developing this province up, it can. I know that from playing in this region with the bronze here, really pay itself off, and it never becomes completely useless. Let's grab this reputation, and hoping somehow that we can get our Tristamar dynasty onto the Commonwealth if we can keep our reputation up somehow. I wonder if there is one of these that gives reputation for 25 years or something. I know this Trustworthy Allies does, but I think from the generic ones, there's not any that actually do that. Wow, the English Channel is just rolling in it, dude. That's crazy. It looks like we're going to be really hard pressed to spawn global trade. Nice, the Commonwealth has defended itself, so the Commonwealth's doing very well. That's really good to see. Good job, guys. They're basically 1v1ing the Ruskies. Good for you. Because I'm sick to death of fighting your wars. PLC. Oh. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I didn't want to jinx it, guys. Yes. That bodes so well for us, guys. Yes. 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 That bodes so well for us. Yes. I'm so happy. There is now the very likely possibility that we can PU Spain later on because we share the dynasty and inherit both France and Spain in one war. And I mean, that's a real France, you know, he has almost the entire French region and Spain as well. It is, you know, it's not like they're weak. Obviously, he's lost Sardinia, but he's gained these two provinces. He's doing just fine. And I imagine he's probably integrating Naples already, if not soon. A lot of you might be stressing over this, or you know, oh, claim his throne, claim his throne. I couldn't beat him right now, guys. I couldn't beat him. We can't go crazy, right? Especially with France like that. We have to truce break. Yeah, I can't go crazy. Gotta be sensible. But that is really well. I mean, we got a lot of time remaining, about 200 years remaining. If we share dynasty, then yeah, it's fairly likely that we could have an opportunity maybe in 50 years plus where we're feeling really good to be able to PU them. They use Volt. They use Volt. I'm not the only one feeling it. I'm really intrigued by these provinces, you know, these cores. I would love to use that CB, the Deus Vult, and take some of these cores if we're efficiently spending our admin elsewhere, you know? That would be really good. Damn. Oh. Okay, one of our modifiers goes away this year. So be it. We're not going to get a takeover the merchants. Discipline on our queen currently. That's nice. How old is our heir? So that discipline's not going to last long, but that would help even against, for example, Milan, which I intend to declare upon here momentarily. Of course, he takes it at the last moment. That's okay. He was not having the best luck there in that siege progress as it is, but he was just ended up being such a tease. And there it is, 25% increased naval force limit. So naturally, if we could start prospering, guys, I would be so excited about trying to have the beast mode navy up and running. Where's this? I think it's somewhere lame. Yeah. Alright. Alright. That's typical. Standard stuff, nothing unusual. Alright, we can see the motivation of the Riskies is waning. Commonwealth appear to have suffered some kind of losses. Come on, dude. Seriously. I'm not just saying that. I don't want to fight your war. Okay? Go deal with it. Myself, yeah. This episode we appear to have basically done away with the rebels. That massive amount of instability we were suffering in the beginning of the game. Spain is now a freak. He's the greatest power in the world. Good for you, dude. Good for you. I mean, this is why I'm so excited, right? Is we now have the genuine prospect at this stage to inherit the greatest power in the world and all of his assets, right? Making us, yeah, really jumping through the ranks, but also, oh wow, all these nations released out here. I'm gonna go kill these guys real quick. In fact, I'm gonna do that before I even go into Milan here. In fact, I'm gonna do it now before he allies somebody. Let's just take this guy out. Nice and free. Avoiding the diplomatic relations can definitely be a thing. Nice. Something that we've been really struggling with, come to think about it, but not so much lately. Alright, so I'm wondering about raiding along here. That's something I didn't really check. I know it may not be in sync. And then up here as well. Let's do that. Let's check these provinces. Yeah, I gotta admit, guys, I often don't leave a game in a tight spot, and that is what I did. A part of the reason I did that in between my kind of recording sessions is because a part of me was getting a little bit sick of it, the kind of infinite cycle of debt and so on. And I've probably said this before, but I'm really beginning to feel like kind of making my way out of it here. Yes. Yes, look at that. 96 duck hits. The dream is real. Feels good. Let's check if we can raid over here. Even if we can, it's obviously not going to be worth as much as that, but still. This is basically all of our money. So it's pretty inconsequential. I'm going to extend that loan. And with that personal union, this is going to be a really nice and satisfying end to this episode for me here, guys. So I hope that you guys are as excited as I am about the potential... Nice. The Bulgarian revolt is disappearing as well. The potential for that union there. My diplomat is free. Let's improve relations with the Papal State. Try to get some stuff faster. Uh-oh, this is what I was worried about when I took a look over here. It looks like Russia's coming back. Russia's just too powerful by comparison, but he's fighting Spain and France. I think Spain and France, as it happens right now, are not doing anything to him, though. But yeah, Commonwealth might lose here, guys, and honestly, if they do, it is what it is. I'm kind of sick. I'm sick and tired of fighting their wars, quite frankly. I was hoping that we're kind of beyond this point, but it appears as though we're not. So there we go. I do have to keep an eye on my stuff though. Out here, my assets, as the Russians might smash me if I'm not careful. It's a good place for us to engage them. Let's try to progress through this war faster. By making these occupations at the same time. This episode's already running a bit long, and I would like to call it if possible. Just waiting on this fort siege, and yes, for the first time in my life, lucky one time. I shouldn't say that because as if I care. I've already talked about it this episode, or the series rather, but you know, my luck is not so terrible when it's of little consequence, but when I really desire some good sieging, where you just have the most dismal luck ever. But with that, guys, that's the end of this episode, guys. Jerusalem expands once again, spending some of my admin points, and we are ahead of the curve. Economy's looking up with 3 loans, which are, manageable. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Thanks for watching. I'm so hyped about the prospect of PUing these 2 guys. I mean, the idea of us losing the Commonwealth has kind of been made up for the fact that the likelihood that we will gain France here. So the dream is real. So hyped and excited. Thanks for watching. See you next time.